Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ryan Makes Sense, where we talk about personal finance, investing, and chart analysis. Today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about dividends. Dividends are a surefire way to ensure you have income as you enter your retirement or later stages in life. One of the key factors of success to dividend investing is to start and to never stop and to always reinvest your dividends. So I wanted to show you guys a powerful spreadsheet that I'm going to share in the description below. It's going to be a link. You can go to it. It's through Google, so it's safe. And I believe you can download a copy as well for yourself. Um, but I just want to show you the power of putting in 6,500 a year, which is if you open a Roth IRA, that's your maximum contribution as long as you're making under 140,000 a year. Or if you wanted to just open a regular brokerage account, put in 25,000 to start and then 10,000 every year after that. What that looks like, and we can also do a case study on, let's say, the S&P 500, and then we'll do realty income, and then we'll do a little mix of what I'm doing right now. So let's go ahead and jump in. All right, you guys. So we are looking at the dividend spreadsheet. This is the bread and butter. I highly encourage you to review these numbers and confirm with a CPA or a tax or investing professional to confirm if these returns are accurate based on projections. So what we have here is a starting principal of $5,000. Every year, we're going to contribute $1,000. A stock is going to offer a 2% dividend, and the share growth is going to be around 5%. And this is just a high level example. We'll dig into actual case studies here, but let's say you're 33, you start out with 5,000 because that's your initial. And then the next year you have your initial 5,000 because it's already in there, and then you're adding $1,000 in, plus the dividends you are making and the share growth, you are now at $6,350. That's all fine and dandy. But let's go down to around 70. So when you are 70, that will come to around $221,000. And you're going to have an annual income of around $4,429. And if we do the math of $4,429 divided by 12 months out of the year, that'll be roughly $369 a month for, a year onward. Is that enough to live off of? Not really, but I mean, this could be a thing where it pays for maybe your internet, your food. Maybe it's just you're going out money. Who knows? Um, so realistically, I'm going to do this based off of my projections. So for 2023, I'm going to start out with $10,000. And my annual contribution is also going to be $10,000. I'm going to have a dividend yield of 10%. And I'm going to have annual share growth of 5%. Now, these are very high / very non-believable. So we'll go at the end of the video, I'll show you how I'm gonna achieve this. So basically, I have a 10% dividend portfolio, and it's gonna grow about 5% a year on average. So for the first year, I might not get 10%, and I might not get 10% dividend yield, and I might not get 5% annual share growth. But again, you have to remember this is over a span of, I'm 33. This is, based off me. When you download this spreadsheet, you can update it yourself to match whatever your age and your retirement goal is. So if I'm 33, when I hit 67, which is retirement age, I should have a portfolio of 8.8 million in asset value, and I should receive around 881,000 in income a year. So if we do 881,170 divided by 12, I should make $73,000 a month. I'm sorry. Yes, a month. 881,000 a year. 10% of 8.8 million is 881,000. So I should make around $73,000 a month if I can do 10,000 this year. I'm 33, and I continue to do $10,000 until I get to 67. Again, if I have the means, I can continue on adding $10,000 until I'm 83. To which point I could get $8.3 million in annual income. This is annual, right? Yep, annual dividend. So 8,301,374 divided by 12. I get $691,000 a month if I play my cards correctly. Again, this may not sound believable to you, but let me go ahead and show you this at the end of the video. There are chapters below that you can just go ahead and skip forward. But now let's go ahead and do a case study. So I'm going to change the age here to 25. I think 25 is a good number. We'll do 25 and we'll do 35 for both people. And we'll look at the S&P 500. 25, whoops, 25, 26. Did not want to autofill. So people who are 25 today will be 75 in 2073. If someone who's 25 today put 10,000 into this same thing here, this is what it would look like for them. So, oh man, 44. Okay, so now let's do a case study of looking at the S&P 500. So this is how we're gonna kind of forecast and model. So we're gonna go to finviz.com. You guys cannot see my screen up there, so let me move it really quick. Okay, we're gonna go to Finviz, and right here we're gonna do SPY. Okay. So, the SPY offers a 1.57% dividend, which we can see right here. And we also know the S&P 500 returns around 7 to 12% on average a year. We're going to go with 7% to be very conservative. And let's just Google this. So we're being we have this for posterity. So what is the average return for S&P 500 since inception? Okay, so it has 11.88% since 1957. And then if we look over for 30 years, it's 9.89. So it's ranging from 9 to 11. We're going to go even lower at 7 just to be conservative. So we're going to go back to our dividend spreadsheet right here, and I'm going to move it just a little bit for us to see a little bit better. All right. So let's stick to our 10. We'll move it down to 5,000. We'll start with 10,000, but we'll move the annual contribution to 5,000. And the dividend yield was 1.79, and the average share growth, we're going to do 7%. I'm just double checking, or 1.57, 1.57. Okay. And let's mold this off of a Roth IRA. So 6,500 is your starting principal, and you're going to add 6,500 for the rest of your life. The annual share growth is going to be 7%, and the dividend yield is 1.57%. The S&P 500 is not typically a stock or ETF used for income. This is just a baseline of a safe stock to invest in without thinking about. That's going to give you a pretty decent return year over year for compounding purposes. So 25, if you're 25 this year, you will see your first million when you are 57. Congratulations. The retirement age for people now is 67, but let's say it's 70 by the time you retire. So at age 70, you're at 3.2 million. And at age 57, when you hit your first million, you'll have 1 million. So what you could do there is then move it to a higher dividend paying stock. So let's say you want to move it to an 8%, 9% stock. What you could do is sell off your S&P 500 in your IRA. And within your IRA, don't sell anything outside your IRA. Within your IRA, purchase a stock that's at 8 to 10%. I will let you choose whichever one you want. There are ways to find that. And just a quick example, if we go back to FinViz, you can see my screen. We're going to go to Screener. Okay, and then we're going to go to all right here where my head is covering it up. And it's loading. Here we go. And we have dividend yield right here. And let's say you want something that's over 9%. And then you can choose how you want to do this. Are there any 9% yielding stocks with low debt? Let's find out. Under 1 debt. There's 88 stocks. So we have real estate investment, we have beverages, we have thermal coal, retail, discount store, oil, farm, utilities. So there's choices. And if you are at 25 and you have 1,067,1067, let's just make it easy, and you are gonna get 8% a year, that's gonna be $85,000 a year divided by 12. So you get $7,000 a month just off of that alone. And then if you switch up your strategy then and you contribute 6,500 on top of this newly purchased 8% stock with dividends reinvested, that could definitely change things. So again, if you're 25 and you start your Roth IRA a little bit late, don't worry because you still have time. Now let's look at someone who's 35. All right. So someone who is 35 and who starts kind of late, if you ask me, you have a Roth IRA, you contribute your max every year. Your dividend yield is 1.57, which is the S&P 500, and it grows conservatively at 7%. You will hit your first million at 67. Not bad. That is the retirement age technically. And again, doing the same strategy where you then sell out of your S&P 500 and you move it to a higher paying dividend stock, reinvesting those dividends. So that's what that can look like. All right, so we are on finviz.com. Instead of looking at realty income, let's look at a different one, a Carl Icahns fund, which is ticker symbol IEP. The only reason I say no to realty income is because I think commercial mortgages are going to have a little bit of a shock coming up, and realty income does deal with commercial mortgages. So they've been around since forever. So they've been through 2008, but let's just do IEP as an example. Can you guys see my screen? So it offers a 15% dividend right here. Recommended is 1, debt at 1.53 right here and there. Sales over the past 5 years at 6.2%. We can see institutions own 86% of the stock. Gross margin is 16%. So this is a decent stock in terms of, a dividend paying stock. It's at 15%, which is insane. How long has ticker symbol IEP been around? I'm going to guess 25 years. I'm on Google just to check the max chart really quick. So it's been around since 1998. 25 years. Wow, going on 26. I just totally guessed. Okay. So it's been around for a while. So what we're going to do, we can see that it pays 15.66% dividend. So we're going to go back here and it's going to be 15.66, which is high. I think that's unreasonably high, but let's roll with it. This is how you can find stocks. So it doesn't have to be IEP or realty income. It could actually be a different stock, different dividend percentage. Um, so we need to find out the average return of this stock. So it opened up at $10 in February 1998, and it's up 390% over 25 years. 390 divided by 25 years. It says 15.6% growth every year. However, I don't really because you guys can see here. Like it had a crazy year right here, and then it tanked 76%. And then it went up 20% for 4 years, and then it went 100%. So let's just keep it conservative. Let's do 5% annual share growth. And we're going to start out as a 25-year-old and 26-year-old. Okay. Okay. So if you start out an IRA at $6,500 a year, which is the max you can contribute a year, and you contribute $6,500 until you retire, with a dividend yield of 15.66%, and the share price is going to grow 5% on average. However, we did see it go down 76% over a year span, and then it also went up over 100% over a year span. So choose your dividend investing stock wisely, but we're just doing this one as an example. So you start at 6,500. The next year you do 6,500, which puts you at around 13, but you have $2,000 dividend yield. So you will hit $1 million at the age of 43. And you'll make $169,000 a year in income. That's 169,767 divided by 12. That's 14,000 a month at age 43 if you are doing this. And IEP is averaging 5%. Again, it's never going to be perfect. It could be down 10% for several years, or it could be up 10% for several years. So if you're 25 and you retire at 67, which is the current retirement age, it shows you'll have a $101 million account with a $15 million dividend. That's over $1 million a month in dividends. And if you have a Roth IRA brokerage account, you are looking at tax-free. You will get $1 million tax-free every year or every month. So that's pretty amazing. And it only grows from there. When you get to 75, you'll have 71 million. Let's say if you're 35, let's do 33 because I'm 33, 34. All right, so I will hit 1 million when I'm 51. Not bad, I guess. And if you're 35, it's a little bit, just go down a couple years. It looks like you'll be 53, 35, 36. So yep, if you are 35 and you'll hit your first million at 53. And that is if this spreadsheet is correct. Please fact check me. Have a CPA or tax advisor, an investment advisor confirm these numbers, because I could be completely full of it and I'm not a certified financial planner or advisor. So that is the two case studies I wanted to show you guys. It can be very, very powerful. And again, you can have a regular brokerage account, etc. So yes. Now I do want to show you guys how I'm going to be getting 10% yield with a 5% average growth. So let's do that now. All right, guys, so we are on M1 Finance now. We can see I have my $10,000 principal, which if we look right here, I'll do 10,000 here, and I'm going to put in $10,000 a year for the rest of my life. Now let me show you the dividend yield here. So I'm going to go to my invest account and I'm going to go to this screen right here, and I'm going to scroll on down. So we can see that the dividend yield is 10.15% here. So I guess I'll update the spreadsheet to show 10.15. All right. And I do have a 5% annual share growth, just being conservative. I do have several different dividend stocks in here. I guess we can just go ahead and take a look at them. Let me pull it back up. Not that. Here we go. All right, so the stocks in my dividend portfolio with Takeda Pharmaceuticals right here at a 2%. You can see me just highlighting it there, right here. Going down, Carl Icahn, IEP. You can see the ticker symbol right here, 19%. CCU is at 2%. Realty Income is at 16%, ticker symbol O. Altria Group, MO, is at 2%. JEPI is at 19%. The S&P 500 global portfolio. I apologize, you guys, it froze. One moment. So the S&P 500, ticker symbol SPYD, is a high dividend yield account, basically going off the S&P 500. We do have a ticker symbol FTF right here at 19% allocation as well. Going on down, ticker symbol DAC at 2%, Royce Valley Trust right here at 2%, and a starter position of ticker symbol SQM at 1% here. I did buy it when it went down 10%, so waiting for that one to get around $59 before really changing my allocation to 2% there. So as you can see, that is the stocks that make up my 10% dividend account. So now let's look at what this looks like for me as a 33-year-old who is putting $10 or $10,000 in as the principal and $10,000 a year with the dividend yield of 10.15%. Dividends being reinvested and annual share growth of 5%. So I will hit my first 1 million at the age of 52, and I will get $105,000 a year. By the time I hit 67, I will have a $9 million portfolio with $927,000 in income a year, which is amazing. So at the time of retirement, let's do 927,000 divided by 12, $77,000 a month. That's as long as this dividend yielding portfolio stays at 10.15%, and it has annual share growth of 5%. Again, these are projections. Please reach out to your CPA, tax advisor, etc. to confirm that I'm not crazy. If you guys made it this far, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe. And again, this is in the description below. I hope you're doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye.